Hi team, in this video we will see how you can implement delete option for your OData API by redefining delete entity method of DPC extension class. Okay, so let's get started. Again we have the same question, when to use delete entity. So whenever you want to delete a record from the database, you will go for delete entity. Okay, if we check the URL for this API, it has a key. Okay, just like get entity, we will pass key inside our URL. It will help us to identify which record from the database we want to delete. Okay, and if the database has multiple key, you can give like this. Okay, key field 1 is equal to value 1 comma key field 2 is equal to value 2. Okay, in parenthesis. Okay, and to trigger our method delete entity, you need to choose delete http method. Okay, there are radio buttons in our gateway client, so there you have multiple options like get, post, so there you need to use delete. Okay, and if we talk about IO, we have the same internal table which we had inside our get entity method. Okay, and we have the same fields name and value. Here we will get the name of the keys and we will get the value whatever we pass inside our URL. Okay, in case of multiple keys you will get multiple rows. In case of single key you will get only one row. Okay, so if we talk about the response, we will not get any response here. Okay, and to check if the operation got successful, we can take the help of HTTP code. Okay, so if the operation is successful, 204 should be written. Okay, so in future videos we will see if the delete operation failed, how we can handle this HTTP code. Okay, if the record itself is not present, you can give 404 not found. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Now we will move to implementation part. Let's move to SAP. So we will now go to SEGW, and we will be using the same project which we are using throughout the series. Okay, we will go to runtime artifacts and we will go to DPC extension class. Okay, right click and go to ABAP workbench. Here I will scroll down to the bottom and we will find the delete entity method. Okay, so as you can see, we have implemented create entity, get entity and get entity set. Okay, so now we want to implement this delete entity. We will click on change and then we will click on redefine method. Okay, so we are inside the method. Now I will remove this comment and I will activate this method. We will put one external breakpoint here to check how we will get the input. Okay, and we will go back and we will trigger from our gateway client. Right click here, go to SAP gateway client, click yes. So here we can choose our entity set. What is our entity set? Scar set. Okay, and here we need to give parenthesis and inside that we need to give the key. Okay, and we need to choose delete option. To trigger this method we need to choose delete option. Then we will click on execute. Our breakpoint should be triggered. So yes, our breakpoint is triggered, and if I go to locals I can see our IT_key tab. Okay, if I double click here I can see the entry char ID is equal to key. Okay, whatever we have passed inside the URL we can see here. Okay, we had passed key, so we are getting key. Okay, but we didn't pass this char id, it is automatically coming because we have only one key. Okay, so now if I execute, I will come here. So we haven't done anything, still we are getting 204. Actually, it should only come whenever we have deleted something from our database and delete operation is successful. So the handling of this status code is very important. I will create a separate video so that you can use it in with every method. Okay, like get entity set, create entity, you can use it with everything. Okay, so now we will go to our method and we will start implementing. Okay, so now we can expand this and we can right click on delete and we can directly go to ABAP workbench. So I will minimize this signature. I will zoom in a little bit and now I will click on edit. So we will first read that internal table. We will use read table. What is the name of the table? IT underscore key tab. Okay. With key. Okay. What is the key? Key is name. Okay. Name equal to carrier ID. Okay. And we will read it inside one work area into work area. Okay. And if sky hyphen subr c equal to 0, we will delete from our database. What is our database? Delete scar. Okay, scar is the table which we are using, where carrier ID is equal to work area hyphen value. Okay. Okay. I will activate this. Edit. What is the error? Where is not allowed here? I think we need to add delete from. Okay, let's try to activate it again. Yes. So now we will try to call it again. We will go to SAP Gateway Client and here we will first check how many entries we have. So we will execute our get entity set method to see how many entries we have. Okay. Okay. So suppose I want to delete this record fj. Okay, where key is fj, we want to delete this record. Okay, so now we will first count the records in this response. We will go to add URI option. We will click count and we will execute this. So currently we have 30 records. Okay, if we execute get entity set method, we are getting 30 records. Okay, and we want to delete one record which is fj. Okay, so we will enter the key like this, fj. Okay, we will go for delete and we will execute this. So here if I zoom in, after the read operation I am getting the value as fj and let's see, subr c is 0, so it is deleted from the database, and I will press F8. I am getting 204, means success. Actually we haven't handled this status code, so it will be 204 in all the cases. So let's try to see if it is actually deleted or not. We will go for get and we will trigger our get entity method. Okay, so I will execute. Yes, we are getting 404 not found. Okay, so this is not implemented, but it is coming automatically. that we didn't find the record with key fj. Okay, so I can remove this and I can directly execute, and I will count the records once again. So earlier it was 30. Let's check now how much is it. So I will click on count and I will click on execute. So it is 29. Earlier it was 30. So one record is deleted. That's it. I hope you understood this video. We will meet in the next video.